man. First and foremost, man, congratulations to the platform.
Oh, hold on. I don't want to take the lead. First, I'll tell these people who you are, man. It's the OG right here, man. Get your flowers, man, before we even start, man.
No, man. All right. My bad, y'all. I ain't good at the complimenting myself and shit. Like that. Nah, man. Out of Death Dealer, you know, my cuz name dropped me all the time and shit, man, like a DJ. So I'll be appreciating that, man. But you know, owner of the Nerd Rap podcast, you know, and been doing that for a couple years. So I've always been in my cousin corner. You feel me? I've always seen what he's doing. You know, a lot of the ideas he comes up with, man, he puts a lot of time into planning them. So I ain't gonna hold you, dog. Like niggas know me. Niggas know who I am based on me being here. Like you done introduced me a few times, man. This is about you, man. This is about 100 episodes of you building and creating. So we gonna chop this fable for real.
I'm glad you say that, because people be thinking I be playing when I say, bro, I don't be interested in rapping, bro.
He came back for 10 years, dropped 3 projects, and this nigga don't call the spar no bars. Nothing.
People be thinking I'm joking when I say, bro, I don't be thinking about rap, bro.
Like, you know when a nigga say that, I don't think about rap, but then like you call your man, yo man, I'm thinking about this. He don't call a nigga about no bars, about no beat he heard. He really don't give a fuck about rapping.
At all, man. So people who think I'm joking, if anybody would know I was planning to drop some rap for real, it's either him, my man Darius, or Aaron. All 3 can attest they have not heard anything because I do not care about rap. So those who think I be joking about it, that's the truth. I don't care.
So just to lead into my first question, what led into you coming back into this content creation in general? Because but y'all don't understand, he did not care. Like him coming back was on some on the whim shit. He didn't care. This nigga didn't care. Like I would call him about rapping. This nigga wouldn't even talk to me about rapping.
Nah, man. What really made me come back? Well, I guess rap and content just coming back to the forefront. Cause man, you remember MySpace day? We was lit on MySpace. Yeah. Like before, people think we just started doing this recently, bro. We had the wave before we even knew it was a wave back then. But
this nigga would drop music and get like 13,000 plays on MySpace that day, dog.
Like they think I just started putting these numbers up on YouTube, bro. I've been MySpace dropping crazy, like. But
this is not new.
This is not new, but like as far as what made me come back, man. I mean, you know, let's keep it real, man. I guess we get a little bit serious, man. That 10-year break, man, just off. Well, we ain't gonna get into it, but man, it was depressing, bro. Like. Nigga didn't want to rap. What was I rapping? Nothing really good was going on in life, bro. Nigga was fighting felonies, man. We ain't gonna get into what you know, the situation. Right, I was doing some things I wasn't supposed to be doing. On top of that, man, had no money. Like dealing repossessions. We dealing with we was really down bad for real.
Yeah.
And then not even to talk about again. We not gonna get into no personal, but even like family, bro. You know during that time period, bro, our family was.
We was going through it.
We was going through
as a family, yeah.
As a family. So like I didn't really have nobody to talk to because even as a family unit, we weren't like what we should have been. Me myself, I wasn't where I should have been. So I was wishing that I had somebody to talk to, but just being honest, and I don't even want to discredit the people who were around because somebody will see this and be like, man, you ain't called me. When you're going through that, man, you know.
You're not thinking when you're depressed.
Yeah, you're not really thinking. So my thing was I wanted a place that would have been perfect for me at that time. Like, yo, I don't necessarily have to come show up and tell you what's going on in my life. I can just come, kick it with some people, you know, maybe get some connections, start laughing. It's like therapy without having to really tell you what's going on. So that's why, too, I named it Talk to Me Nice. Hey, man, don't come in here lying. Come in here with good energy. Come in here, have a good time. We not here to judge you. You know, if you want to talk to us about it, cool. This ain't no pressure. We don't care if you don't. You know, just come, you know, have an outlet that I wish I would have had at that time that I just didn't. So that was my main goal, especially too, moving to New Orleans. You know, everybody thinks where they from is so lame or doesn't have a lot to offer. Bro, when you leave, you really start to realize, hey, back home ain't that bad, bro.
I swear to God.
So that's another thing too, just wanting to really spotlight the community and show people, hey, bro, where we from, like, I understand everybody want to go do bigger and better, but, you know, don't take for granted where you come from and what you got at the crib, bro.
I think that's one thing I've always respected more than anything, because most people get a platform and will try to create it in a sense of trying to aim for the most high-profile people in their area or from other places, where I've always seen you build within the
I'm with the
community.
homies, bro. I don't care about
You
like.
feel me? Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, because I talked to you about it. I done had some big names come across my not local, some big names come across the desk.
Right.
And it's one of those, yo. If it makes sense and we do it, cool. But at the end of the day, if we don't, like, I'm glad you're here. This is why I didn't just sit down with anybody, so people really understand. If I don't sit down with these important quote unquote people, I don't care if I'm still sitting with the homies, bro. Because this is what it started for.
And just so y'all understand. And I ain't gonna put your business out till you do.
Hey, you can say what you want. You can say what you want. Hey, that's what you here for.
But the offers he get to anybody who's being critical of, oh, he don't talk to nobody important. The shit that y'all don't know about is more important than most of you niggas dream of.
Yeah, it's a couple, and that's the thing too.
So it's not a boast, and I'm not saying that because I'm his cousin. Son legitimately likes to build with his community, and that's what I've always respected about your platform is the fact that anybody can go and chase somebody else who's doing something notable. Yeah. But let me build with this person because maybe he just needs the odds. Maybe he's talented.
Man, if you're trying to build a platform, you need to be the star. You can't chase stars because that's why your platform's probably inconsistent because you're only as good as the person you're sitting with, if that's the case.
That's very true.
You need to be the reason they are there. Now, the people you sit down with can add to it, of course, but you need to have a baseline because you're producing good content. You have set a standard that people know they can trust.
Now, I do want to ask a question since the platform been doing so good and whatnot, because I remember MySpace, the first thing you did was a comedy show.
Oh, they forgot about that.
Niggas forgot about the comedy show. Now that's something I always wanted to ask. Is there a way you're going to reincorporate that comedy
See, people
show?
don't even know, man. I got lit. Like, technically, I got lit on the MySpace videos because I was doing skits that weren't like we was like 13, but we weren't writing these out. We was cut the camera on,
just doing stupid shit,
yeah. And it was getting like we was in the top 10 of videos on MySpace for a while, which then translated when I started kind of rapping a little bit in the videos. Hey, this man can rap a little bit. Hold on, what's going on? But no, that's shout out Darius. Me and Darius been talking about skits now, like trying to do skits and really go back to that thing, but of course it wouldn't be just random. Obviously we're gonna write them out. Right, that comes with growth. But no, I definitely want to get back into that, especially like because it was so effective.
I was a fan. I ain't gonna hold you. I mean, I'm biased, my nigga. I'm his cousin, so nigga. But I was a fan. I ain't gonna hold you. And I wanted at the time to the next question and said, with a lot of other people who may be coming to try to do podcasts as well, do you see a lot of people who try to imitate the format? And if you do, you don't gotta call niggas names out, but if you do, how do you feel about people who also will give the criticism? Because you said you built it with your homies, but they'll get a criticism that, oh, well, he doesn't interview people that we know versus, when this person gets bigger interviews. How do you feel about that criticism? Do you think it holds any merit?
Honestly, my argument to anybody, first off, I want to make this absolutely clear, not to sugarcoat anything. If you think the people who I sit down with are not important enough, cool, this is not for you. I'm gonna leave it there because I sit down with my homie. So I say that in a politically correct way because you're insulting me.
We not talking to me nice. Hey, talk to me spicy.
I'm gonna say this.
Fuck them
I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this because one, like I don't want to continue to say this because I think I made it clear. I legitimately don't care if you think the people I sit down with are important. What I would say to those who feel like I don't sit down with important people and there's other platforms who may sit down with more important people,
go over there.
Go over there.
And, you have a lot of artists that come on your thing as well. A lot of artists who come here. You're giving a platform to the whole scene, by the way.
Hey, shout out to these artists too, though, man. It be so, people think, I legitimately love hearing local talent. So
right.
It's something for me that I truly enjoy if I do hear artists I did not, because there's a lot of artists I flat out did not know. Even if I knew them, I didn't know them to the level I do now because of things like the rap sheet that I've been doing. They send in music that I'm gonna keep it real, man. I'll be busy. I honestly probably wouldn't have heard it, bro, if they didn't send it to me. But
real
now
shit.
that they sent it to me, I'm tapped in. I want to hear more.
Well, I mean, that's the beauty of the fact that you always kept the community based because even with a lot of the artists that you bring on, my nigga, you bring on a lot of rappers.
Yeah, but shout out all of them.
No, salute to they from the area. Some of these niggas will be interviewing people they don't know.
Right.
And to the world at large, that's cool, but in the city, they look like dog. Like, you don't be out here.
You don't be outside.
You be outside with these niggas. But I gotta ask the question. We're gonna be 100.
What's up?
When you have a musical guest, man, and they be ass, Has someone ever handled it bad? We had to tell them they ain't that good.
Oh, 100%. The rap sheet every time. Every time on the rap sheet, bro, I have to get on the phone with an artist and really have legit conversation. Like, people don't understand. Like, first off, I'm gonna tell y'all, and that's the thing too that annoys me. I'm gonna say this again for the record, if by chance y'all haven't heard it. Please watch a rap sheet video before you send your music in, because there's 3 things on a rap sheet that never change. But I tell everybody, my opinion isn't be all end all. Whoever sits down with me, opinion isn't be all end all. But it is our opinion. I tell everybody, you cannot argue somebody's opinion. If they didn't like your song, don't call me trying, oh, y'all didn't understand the context I was rapping in my mind. Well, first off, if you make music, you can't just assume everybody knows your mindset. You need to be making music everybody can enjoy.
I'm going to be devil's advocate, though. 100, be devil's advocate. For some of the artists that came on your platform, I do feel that a lot of them never had to deal with that big of, I think you underestimate your platform size sometimes.
And that's fair.
Because some of these artists are coming here and they may come to like some local little, you listen to your song, they get like 200-300 views. Dog, they come into the rap sheet, it's about 10,000 niggas listening to their music, telling them they ass. It's a whole world of difference for these guys.
But I've had some artists.
So some people aren't prepared for that. Not an excuse, but devil's advocate.
But that's too why before I accept the music, I ask them, hey, have you seen the rap sheet? Do you understand what you're getting into? If you say yes, one, and you didn't see it, that's not my fault because you're lying. And now don't get offended because you didn't know what you was getting into. And 2, you know what we're looking for. So go before you send it to me. Send it to 2 homeboys and send it to 2 more. Hey, what you think about this beat? What about this quality? What about my lyricism?
So what would you, well, true, because if they watch the episode, they'll know that the big stickling point to a lot of it was production.
Yeah, it's most of the time quality,
clarity.
bro. You know you recorded that shit in the closet at your crib, bro. Now it's my fault. And that's the thing, too. And the crazy part about these phone calls with artists, most of them don't be offended about what I say, but they usually are offended about what somebody else on the
Has some of the hosts on the rap sheet with their opinions, do you feel sometimes they may have been a little
It all depends, because to me, your opinion is your opinion. Now,
true.
It all depends. And again, I don't know, so I can't. And one thing I'll never do is somebody call me complaining about somebody who sat down on my platform. I don't pass the blame. So somebody called me upset about I don't like the way so and so said it. Well, I stand by what they said on my and that's not. And I'm gonna keep it real. Sometimes I don't agree with what they said, but I'm not about to leave somebody out there. I always stand on the fact they got the right to say what they want to say as long as it's music related.
Honestly, what it be is that's the first time they heard the truth.
And that's the thing. That's not our fault. But that's what you need. You need the rap sheet is literally
rappers don't want
that
the
friend
truth.
who tells you the truth.
But see, they don't want friends. These niggas don't want friends like that. They want to go in there and rap that bullshit and somebody clap for it. Then they come here, yo man, all my niggas set on fire. I'm about to come do the rap shit.
All your niggas is liars.
And then dog, like it's not like, and you know, some people don't have the fortitude to take the criticism well. So imagine you done been working on this song, man. You put your heart on this song, man. You probably lost a homeboy making this song, and they get up here. And bro, they tell you booty cheeks, bro. And like, bro, some of these niggas you sell booty cheeks. I had their number, bro. So like, they be calling me, bro.
Hey, I keep it. My thing is, people. My thing is, I've never saved anybody on the rap sheet. I keep the same energy because the thing is, I only compare you to the level of talent I believe you have. So
very true.
If you send in music that's not good and I tell you it's good, when are you ever gonna grow to actually make good music? If we just keep all telling you, somebody eventually has to tell you this isn't that. But on the rap sheet, we will tell you this isn't that, but we will also tell you why we feel like that. Now, whether you choose to take that advice and do something different is 100% up to you and your artistry. But from that point on, once you sent the music, you can never say, ain't nobody ever tell me that. Because we did. Now, whatever you choose to do with it is 100% on you. Because, again, our opinion isn't be all end all. Maybe we are that 1 out of 10.
Let me tell you something about rapping. Niggas be lying. A nigga definitely told you that. You ignored the nigga who told you that. He said he was hating.
Facts.
One thing I learned rapping a long time ago, just because it's hate don't mean it's a lie.
I tell everybody that the haters will tell you the truth in a way. The haters will give you truth that you weren't expecting because they are looking harder than anybody else to find a reason to say something about you.
The thing is about a hater, they fuck with you. That's why they hate you. They hate and love are strong emotions. They're right next to each other. So when you love and hate, they come from the very same extreme with the emotional spectrum. So for me to hate you, I have strong emotion for you.
Facts.
And I'm invested in you, but I hate you. And I hate the shit you're doing. And it's easy to make a hater into a fan if you understand that. If you realize that a lot of the niggas who are hating on you are probably better friends than the people who are lying to you, telling you you're awesome.
No, that's a fact.
Listen to the hate.
Don't let that go over y'all head for real.
Listen to the hate as a rapper. When niggas, oh man, that shit ass, his flow garbage, them beats. They may be hating. That don't mean they lying.
That's facts.
Just take heed to it. Even if you don't want, oh, they hating, they negative. Sometimes negativity don't mean it's not the truth. They're just telling you the truth in a harsh way.
That's facts, though.
So, and I want to lead into the bigger point because rappers are complaining. Are there too many rappers and not enough platforms, or not enough good rappers and good platforms?
Well, to be real, if there's enough, there's always gonna be a platform if you got talent. Like maybe it's not local platforms, but somebody is gonna do. Because what is a platform other than somebody who has a camera? Because technically, you don't have to be a Talk to Me Nice or another actual pod or a nerd rap podcast. If you have a camera and decide, hey, he's fire, let me record him and post him on my social media.
You created a platform.
So there's always a platform out there for talent. So, I mean, and the talent is subjective. So, like, I think there is enough talent for the platforms, but maybe they're not matching up correctly. Maybe you got an artist who, like, the people he tapping into don't really like his music. So, you ain't, I mean, I think with that one, it is enough if, then now whether they're matching up is a better question. But
I mean, and I don't know something personally, but I mean, even with the last cypher, it was a lot of, you know, a little salty because he went against Darius the first time. A lot of people feel Darius won.
And that's the thing. People think I'm joking. You know, people was angry about that decision.
I remember because I remember watching it when you showed me, and I said, "Yo, that little shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yam dancing shit you did to get past the first time." That ain't work with me on that camera. I felt Darius had the better raps that time. He threw the phone, my nigga. Everybody was throwing phones, bro. Niggas was breaking their own phones, bro. Following this man.
That shit was crazy, man.
So when they did the rematch, dog, when you're the champ and someone challenges the champ, they have to beat the champ clearly, and the champ has to still dominate in order for him to retain his championship or for you to take it. It's like boxing. Right. So if I'm the champion and this nigga come, he black my eye and bloody my lip. I look cool, I'm weaving, we beat my ass. Nigga, you lost. That's just what it goes.
I'm gonna go ahead and speak publicly on this one for Esco. You know, we done had these conversations. For people who don't know, the pressure cooker, because that's the crazy thing about this. A lot of people don't even know the pressure cooker cipher was not the original format for the pressure cooker.
No.
The pressure cooker was originally set up for rappers. You had 3 minutes. It could be freestyle or written.
Or a song, right?
Yeah, no, it was never a song. And that was since day one. It was the best lyricism.
Oh, so them niggas are still bringing songs.
They were bringing songs. It was never, if you can find somewhere where we said bring a song, please correct me.
Matter of fact, that's why he was beating niggas. Because the dude came, it was one guy who came, he was rapping, he tried to get into his hook, but Esco just rapped a verse.
Yeah, Esco was wilding.
He was wilding.
And for the record, I don't even want to pretend. Esco is super talented.
Well, he's talented, bro.
I don't care what happened. That is not changed. I won't even get on this camera and cap to you. He is super talented. But
I'm a petty nigga, bro. So, but he is talented.
He's talented as hell. But the issue with the pressure cooker, again, it's about lyricism, bro. We not here to hear, respectfully, he got dope songs. But we're not here to hear him on the pressure cooker, bro. We're here to hear you wild out for 3 minutes. The rules have never changed.
And you know what happens? The problem is when you're the OG, is that it was a quote I got from the movie. Power invites challenge. When you bring, like, say, I'm gonna go to boxing again and say this is a camp. I beat the strongest nigga ass in here. Couple years, I'm reigning. Every new nigga that come is watching me.
Right.
They're hunting you. Like, you're the standard, dog. So that shit you got away with 3 years ago on songs that they ain't noticed you, there's a nigga studying you to a science right now, bro.
That's a fact.
Darius got in front of your ass, ready to rap. 2 times. Both times nigga thought you lost. That time when it was kind of up in the air, you was supposed to go back to the hyperbolic time chamber and come out Super Saiyan 5, my nigga. because you knew he was coming for blood the next time.
No, that's a fact.
But
and
maybe that's from boxing, where it's like, okay, I kind of skated by this last time. I gotta knock him the fuck out next time. I gotta beat the shit out this nigga next time.
And that's a fact. And we gonna acknowledge that, because the only reason I don't know if this is one of your questions, so I don't want to skate ahead about like why even, because people who know me, again, I don't pretend to care about things I don't care about. I don't care, for the record, if anybody who jumps in or wants to challenge shout out the new champion Darius, whoever wants to come after the new champion, I'm going to make it clear, I don't give a damn who the champion is. It does not affect me at all. And honestly, the original pressure cooker format does nothing for me, because the Cypher gets more views. It has more rappers who want to do it. And to be 100%, it doesn't cost me money, because I put up money out of my own pocket for the winner of the pressure cooker competition. So no matter who wins, I lose money. I could care less who wins. Honestly, the only reason I even did that again was to bring back Esco, because the platform had grown since the last time we seen him, and I wanted him to have an opportunity to get in front of people. He was doing that again. Shout out to him. He was a real day one, bro. We was getting 5,000 or less views.
For the first one, you feel me? So he deserved the right to come win the platform.
So yeah, they ain't seen you in a year, and I knew we done grew so much, half the people don't even know you, bro. I want to come back, bring you back, put you in front of 100,000 people. Again, he wasn't doing anything for me. I didn't need him. I'm just keeping it real. You were only there because I wanted you to be there. So again,
so do you just feel that at that point with that situation that, because, like, y'all got in a little back and forth and shit like that. Now, you know I'm your cousin, my nigga. You could be wrong or right. I'm going to ride with you regardless, my nigga. I'm going to keep it a band with you. You could have said fuck his life, and I was going to ride with you, bro. That's just what it is. But at the same time, do you feel as though that it could have transpired any differently? Because I know you weren't the instigator of it going left.
To be real,
so
probably not. Only reason being is, because again, I'm going to keep it real on camera. Because you know, too, about the situation before it blew up. Because after they announced, and again, for the people who don't understand the situation, I was not a judge. Like, I did not have any impact on the winner. I didn't put a score in. I didn't tell the people who to pick. I did nothing. I literally just said, tally the judges' scores up, and let's figure out who won. That's it. And I announced the winner. So afterwards, when you asked me could it went differently, well, no, because one, I couldn't impact he was mad he lost, I couldn't impact the winner. And then two,
do you think maybe he just thought because that was his man, because Darius like your brother, you feel me?
But the thing,
I fuck with Darius too. Like, I wanted you to win.
No, we're not gonna cap. Darius is my brother.
Yeah,
but the argument to that was, again, people didn't know Esco. So one, if I wanted him to lose or whatever, I could have just not brought him back. I mean, people didn't know.
It was one of those, like, bro, if I really just wanted to set you up, I wouldn't have even brought you.
I wouldn't have brought you. And then on top of that, let's keep it real. The same people in this one were the same one a year ago. If I wanted to set you up, bro, I would have did it last year. Why would I wait? And then why on camera would I say you're getting a rematch? If I wanted you to lose, why would I then give you the opportunity to win again? Like, why? And then he on the video talking about that's real shit. Apparently it wasn't, because you felt the way about it. And then even after, because it's the main part, we like, could we done something differently? And maybe this is me, because I have real love for him. Like, even now, I don't, like, if I got love for you, I always got love for you. Yeah, right. It don't change. Even though, you know, we gonna go our separate ways, I got real love for him. So to me, if there was an issue with how things went, I thought me and him were in a better place, that he would have hit me first before you start doing these types of things.
Yeah, you know, when you start going out first off, I'm keeping the band at 100. I'm just say that unbiasedly because I'm his cousin. The moment you start talking about you gonna pull up and put hands on anybody.
No, even before that, because for the people who don't know, when I was editing the video, I hit Esco, you know, trying to get his IG like everybody else. Because I don't know he has a problem with me, because I'm not a judge like you lost, bro. But I don't care.
Because he kept sending subliminals towards you.
And you know, off the record, I was like, yo. Esco can't be talking about me, man, because I ain't do nothing to him.
Yo, the nigga, like, he would see this shit, and, like, because he's like, bro, I didn't even, that was his main thing. I'm not a judge, dog. Like,
I'm like, yo.
Are you mad at these niggas who judged the battle?
I'm dead ass confused, because I'm like, yo, if Esco felt the way about me, I'm sure he'd tell him, like, you ain't got to agree, because even at the very least, even if you was like, hey, man, I think that was some bullshit how I lost. I thought at least he gonna get on the phone, even if you want to cuss me out,
call a nigga,
and call me about it. So I'm like, yo, maybe I'm tripping. Because for about 2 weeks, I'm like, man, I see this stuff, but maybe I'm tripping. And then he eventually, like, I just jumped in the water. Boy ended up commenting on the video, talking a little spicy, and then just saying he think he could beat me. And I'm gonna say this again because I don't pretend Esco's super talented, bro. But ego will kill you every time, and that's not even because Esco makes like shout out. I don't even, like we gonna give him some promotion. Go check him out, bro. Is talented. He make great songs.
Just 100. We be 100 with the type of rapper that Esco is. Esco is like a backpacker.
Yeah,
You know,
dope. He dope though with it.
No, I mean, I love backpackers. Like they're about rhyme pattern schemes, like playing
I
with
can
rhyming.
predict how you're gonna rhyme before you rap. I know what you're gonna do.
Yeah, you're gonna put a lot of words together. You're gonna rhyme well, fast, nice cadence, switch your cadence up. But you're not the battle format.
Yeah, you're not suited for a battle.
You don't write like that, and it's not a knock because every rapper is not built for the battling format. Even if you're not a battle rapper, because he's a punchliner.
And that's the thing with Esco. The only downfall you did when it came to me, you decided to take me on in the wrong format. You should have challenged, like you make better songs than me, bro, because I don't even rap like that. You should have asked me for a verses, bro. You probably would have won because you're talented as hell in making songs. But somebody in his circle should have said, hey, bro, you don't make battle rap music. You probably shouldn't challenge somebody who's in battle rap, bro. Like you're literally, if you, like I think we already talked about this analogy, bro. If you good with the hands, why would you, instead of trying to box a nigga, say, hey, bro, let's go wrestle?
Hey, bro, let's go have a swimming contest.
I know you the WWE champ, but I want to wrestle you.
Yo, I know you slam niggas on their neck for a living, so let's wrestle, bro.
Like,
it's like
that makes no sense. I
mean, for the wrestler, all right. Cool.
Yeah, but that's it. That's ego. Ego led you to believe that you could beat a battler in something you don't do when you should have never attempted that. Because there's nothing, and even now, there's nothing wrong with losing in a battle rap to a battler when you don't battle. So, like, who cares, honestly?
We gonna keep it a band, though. It got dark, though.
No, I did, but again, that's not him. Dark. So, like, you should have never attempted that. And then on top of that, bro, you swung first. You never swing first, bro.
First off, he was gonna swing first. On a nigga with a bigger platform, you gotta knock their jaw.
And if we don't keep it real, we not even gonna try to hide it, bro. First off, like you said, I have a big platform and people have business interests with me. So let's just keep it real. Let's just not hide behind politics, bro. Nobody was gonna say you beat me unless you clearly beat. Like you had to
drop a story you're adding on by Pusha T, right?
Yeah, and even then, you had to beat me, and then you had to hope that I didn't respond well enough that they could defend it. Because now
that's the thing. Because like, see, if he was a puncher or like he had like some wild if that nigga left Earth on you, and with the response you came back with, then even still, because you came back with a hard response,
it was still gonna be. So that's my point. That's proving my point.
Yeah.
That was a lose-lose situation because unless.
He would have had to come back with some shit.
There was no way, honestly, because my baseline level of rap was always at the very least, even if you weren't clear, bro, politics was gonna make it debatable. That's just being 100 on camera. There was never somebody might have heard it, and maybe in the back rooms they would have been like, hey, Esco was fire. But man, I'm trying to get on Talk to Me Nice, bro. I need that interview. I ain't gonna jump out the window and say he won. And then, especially when you dropped like a minute on me, bro, that wasn't even really related. Like people only knew it was
about you. That's filler.
It was filler, bro. So like, no, that was strategically set up horribly, but he's still talented. Just not on the battle rap spectrum, but he still I don't be checking honestly now, but I'm sure he still got some dope songs coming that maybe support it. I don't care. He's not on the platform no more. We not speaking. I still want everybody to get what they deserve. I mean, he's super talented though.
I ain't like that. I ain't like that shit about that extra shit when y'all start.
Oh, that extra shit, just that extra shit, bro. You know, and that's another thing, bro. Cause people don't know us, like, cause we don't do this on camera, bro. We from the island, bro. We don't take kindly to threats. You gonna have to show me something, bro. We got
the internet is not where you gonna find out about us.
Yeah, you gonna have to just find out. And I don't even want to make it sound any type of way, cause I'm not threatening nobody. I don't look for that. But you might want to do your research, bro, into the like. I fought felonies for a certain reason, and it wasn't. I'm not in those streets, no those drugs type, bro. It was for some hands, bro.
Like this is B100. It's just like a lot of time you gotta make the disclaimer because people, when you start boasting about the fact that you're not pussy, they take it like you being a thug.
Yeah, no, we don't. I don't look for that. I don't invite that.
We just wasn't raised to be bitches.
Like no,
that's just the way it was. We was never raised that way. Our fathers ain't raised no pussies. That's just how it is. And we was raised that if we gotta handle something, the internet's not gonna find out about it. You are.
Yeah, it's just
there was an award ceremony that was around the area. Hey man, I told you, just talk to me spicy.
Hey, you is not playing right now, yo. 100 video, man.
I gotta ask quick, but I want it to be understood that this is what I do on mine all the time.
Hey,
like I actively don't give a shit about people's feelings.
For real, this is nerd rap. We might have to do something to make this clear. This nerd. This ain't talk to me. Like, this nerd rap right now.
This nerd rap energy. Your feelings don't matter. If you feel away, and this ain't him. This is me. You can feel away towards me. Man. He's just here. But I do want to ask about the awards. Salute to the awards, because there's nothing wrong with bias. I want that to be clear. Like I say that in battle rap all the time. If that's your man and that's your man, just say that. But go back to these awards. A lot of the criticism of the awards was just that it was very Macon focused versus 478 as a total focus. On one hand, you know, me as someone who believes in loyalty, if you're gonna look out for your town, and you're gonna be loyal to your town, I respect that. But do you just feel that, how do you feel about the fiasco with the award and what a lot of people dubbed the Macon Awards? And do you feel was there a strategy that they could have done that could have made that more inclusive to, because this whole area is talented, you feel what I'm saying? And on one hand, I get it. They looking out, I'm not mad at niggas for looking out for their town. But why don't you just call it the Macon Awards, bro?
Hey, I'm going to go ahead and say it as somebody who won an award. And I've said this one too many times. I feel like an asshole because if somebody came when I was doing the interview and answered this repetitively to every question, I would cut the interview off. I flat out, honestly,
I don't care.
I don't care, bro. And I say that out of respect. One, because I respect the intention. Like, nobody did it.
We respect the intention. That's the thing.
Like, nobody did it. Nobody was trying to. Nobody even had that thought to that level. Like, that, they sold out, to my knowledge, the Grand Opera House. That is fire,
That shit looked packed. Like, that shit was a good event.
That was fire, for real. But I don't care. I'm going to keep it real. One, I don't care, and it's not because I won an award, so it's not like I'm salty I lost or something.
Right.
It's just, at the grand scheme of things, bro, and that's the thing. Yeah, they should have named it the Macon Awards. Like, that's what they should have. I'm gonna keep it real, because that's mainly who was getting awards. But and that's not even probably intentional. But most of the people who were doing it are from Macon, so you kind of fall back to what you know, whether fairly or unfairly. And again, it is their award show. Nobody else put money into it.
They can do whatever the fuck they want.
Do whatever the fuck you want, honestly. And honestly, yeah, you should have named it the Macon Awards. But again, it's your award show. So if you want to name it the 478 Awards and only pick Macon people, oh well, somebody else name another 478 Awards and go do it for your town. I don't honestly care, because, and to me, if you're making moves, if you're seeking validation, like, don't get me wrong, we all like acknowledgement.
Of course.
Like, you'll be lying if you said I didn't want somebody to show what I was doing.
You cut on a camera, my nigga. Yeah. You want to be seen.
You want to be seen. But at the end of the day, if it make or break you to the point that you got to be emotional about that, you're probably not putting enough work in to even need to be acknowledged anyway. Because I tell everybody, if it's undeniable, they can't deny you, bro. So if they could push you out the way and do whatever, that just means you got to get back to work, bro. So they can't do it next time. That's really, I mean, it's politics behind anything that happens and everything. So, we know what some of that stuff was.
You know how we give it up, man. That's your man, just say that.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like with the awards, they only pick their homeboys. Well, honestly, I'm not even gonna pretend. If I was doing an award show,
I'm putting all my mans on.
I'm putting my mans on.
I'm putting all my niggas on.
Whether fairly, like, don't get me wrong, I'd have put my mans on, and I probably, would have put people on too. But I ain't gonna sit here and lie, bro. If you have an opportunity, which again, that was an opportunity, Grand Opera House, Macon, nobody ever did it before, eyes is on it. You damn right you need to slide your people on there.
I wanted to bring it up because, I never got to ask you the question personally, but then also just for people who can see it as well, this isn't me bringing it up to be facetious, for one, because number one, you niggas already did it publicly.
Right.
Y'all already said it. So I'm not saying anything that other people didn't say. But I want to say that too, because on the real, I don't see too much wrong with people showing bias as long as they let you know they're biased.
Yeah, no, our slogan, if that's your man, just say
if that's
it.
your man, like I tell people 1,000, don't ask me opinions about him.
Facts. And I tell everybody, like, even when I sit down with battle rappers, I say, my cousin, my favorite battle rapper, don't waste your time trying to say nothing else. I think he'll 30 you. I don't care who you are. It just is what it is. So my thing is, once somebody tells you where they stand and they're not really, like, now, if you were open to a discussion, then yeah, talk. But bro, that's why as Pod, we know, hey, if he don't want to talk, we ain't about to try to force that. He said what he said.
It's media. like media specifically, like me, because you're a media platform, you're in that realm now. So when you see other media platforms, is the game in terms of people getting on these platforms, getting exposure, or just getting their shit out there, is it more so of that's my man's, like, oh, I know that nigga, or he got me here, because a lot of these rappers pay for their spots.
Facts.
Like labels pay for you to go in these places to interview. How many of these people legitimately earned enough accolades to get called for that interview?
As far as accolades, probably not many of them, but they earned relationships, and relationships rule, whether music, whether content creation, relationships rule the world. So again, that goes back to, unless it's undeniable, if you leave anything for debate, guess who I'm gonna speak for? The person who's been with me, the person who if I could put him here, I work with his label, they gonna send me 7 more people if I make them look good.
So we want to be honest, most of the media game is that's my man's.
Yeah, that is. It is not even necessarily maybe not the person you're sitting with is your man's, but he might be related to some, because I've had some people who I'm close to ask me to do something for somebody I don't know as a favor. So he's not my man, but he's sitting here as a favor to my man. That's what any type of real industry is built on, like,
it's relationships.
Yeah, it's relationships. I'm gonna do this because I rock with him or I rock with her, and they asked me to do this. So all right, let's do it. That's what it is. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I mean, that's very...
Now, would we hope everything was based off of talent? Then yeah, but if we did, the industry would look completely different. So.
I knew the industry was shit when Rick Ross had his little show, and one girl came up there. She sung incredible, bro. Her voice was amazing. She was like a petite little girl. Like, she was a pretty girl, but she wasn't like... that. Man, this one girl got out there, couldn't even hit no notes, bro. He said, you.
That's what we're looking for here.
And it was so blatant that, for the girl who sung her ass off, you can only imagine. She's like, damn, dog. So if I got an ass and titty job, I'd have got the job. So it's like, that's why, that's the main reason why I saw that. I'm like, damn, dog, is that the game? Like,
that is kind of the game, though. That's real.
That's kind of, so... Do you feel as though with your platform that you create something that's more for the area? 'Cause, I mean, at the end of the day, the area got to look out for the area. But do you feel that with this platform that you've given a lot of artists who may not have gotten that opportunity, legitimate exposure? And not just, oh, you get on my platform. But like, some of these guys are legitimately getting looks they may not ever got.
As far as is it just for here? I mean, no, but that's where we kind of started at. So yeah, that's who really been rocking with me for the longest. So they've had a chance to grow within the platform and get more opportunities. Now people coming from other places, but they just started to tap in. So it's probably, it just started here. So that's where, it's starting to expand out.
Right.
Hopefully they, people, I want everybody, whether, again, I have a 478 bias, of course, but I want anybody who taps in with me to get, whatever they're looking for. I mean, because what other point is there to sit down with me?
Very true. Niggas don't just come here just.
Yeah, nobody just. I mean, I know I'm cool, but nobody just come here to kick it. Everybody got something they trying to do.
Yo, man, y'all fuck with you, bro. We just gonna kick it, man. But I got this book I'm trying to sell, bro.
Yeah, I got this book, Brody. I like what you doing, bro. I like what you doing. I swear to God, bro. It's genuine.
Now, what do you believe that was the episode that really like?
Oh, without a doubt, episode 20. I know what you about to ask me.
To set it off?
Yeah, episode 20. It was my business episode, and that was the first one. That really, at that time...
Was that the one we always talk about, was that one on white guy that was on here to talk about...
Nah, shout out Stephen Bush. That was actually before. And that was the most probably important episode because a lot of stuff he said in that episode set up episode 20, but that's still like... People didn't watch that at that time. They went back after episode 20 and then tapped into that one. Episode 20 was the first time people who didn't know us really sat down and watched, learned information. And it was just funny the whole way through like that. At that point, we had 1.3 subscribers. And we ended the year almost at 10,000, bro. We was halfway through the year.
Yeah, them numbers started rising.
That was that episode. And that was my first episode. Now we get 20, 30,000. Bro, we celebrated when we hit 30,000 on that episode because we were only getting at that time 5 to 7, maybe.
Yeah, I remember your first few videos got under 1,000. I think the third one got about 1,000.
Yeah.
They climbed fast. I just think, I do remember that episode got 20.
Yeah,
and then you did.
And
them business episodes kind of getting it going because you had one dude. I think it was about real estate at one time.
Shout out Ron Durham. Yep.
Yeah, I remember that was about real estate. That was a good episode, by the way. That was the one I watched. That was the first time I watched and took notes on the episode. That was some shit. So you feel that was the episode, And it's crazy because that was the most informative episode. One of your informative episodes. Because you had a fuck ton of real estate and business episodes.
Thanks.
So do you feel as though that some of the more informative episodes may not get as much of the accolades or attention as maybe some of the more just entertainment and laughy? You feel it's more?
Well, that's kind of like informative ones always have higher watch times than the funny ones. Because once you're done, like, don't get me wrong, like if you just want to have a cool laugh, then they click it, they watch for a little bit, get a couple laughs, then they go on. But the informative ones usually have longer watch time because if you're you usually don't click on it unless that's something you're trying to learn. So once you start getting good information, you don't usually be like, man, I got a lot of good information in this first 20 minutes. Okay, I think I'm done though. I don't want to see the last 20. No, if you learn, you usually continue to watch it because there's information being provided to you. With the laughs, once you done laughed enough, all right, that was cool.
But what am I watching it back for?
Yeah.
The joke was...
And that's usually too. People go back and watch it because maybe they want to make sure they heard something correctly. So the informative ones always, maybe not from the jump. They usually, maybe the laughing one takes off quickly, but it's usually going to stay there once it gets there.
That's real.
The other one's going to continue to grow. So
now, let me see that because that actually didn't. That's one of the questions that had. Okay, well, I can ask this other one. Episode that took off. Has a guest come to filming that, I remember we used to have the large groups. Has a nigga ever come just trying to be the star?
Yeah, we had a few people always do that.
They come in and you know when you have a group conversation and a healthy dialogue, everyone gets input, we listen, we laugh, and you ever had that one person that even when it's another nigga turn, they trying to sidebar?
Yeah, and I tell people and that's why I make it so clear before we start filming, bro. This isn't live. You can't really it's not like it's a live video where you can kind of push your way through and then make sure you're seen.
I can just tell you to get the fuck out.
And I've done it. I done respectfully had somebody watching it. Hey, cut the camera. Hey, bro, what the hell is you doing? This is for every. I had people get kicked off the camera because bro, you doing too much. And then on top of that, it's why? Even if you show out in this room, only people who know you did that is you. Because by the time it come out, I probably edited it.
Not only am I editing it out, you'll never be here.
Yeah, you're
again.
never coming back. So and that's not something that happens often because most of the people now who come are usually people who come all the time. So
Maybe in the beginning
family,
when it was first getting it was a popular thing in the town. Some people oh my gosh, my mom's watching. Hi mom.
Hey, we had that for real. Hey, I'm just coming. And now a lot of people who just come, they just want to be on the camera. They don't be trying to do nothing extra. It's usually the main people who talk. They talk in every podcast, and we just have a couple other people who they just want to come catch the vibe.
Questions because you had an episode that went south. We were trying to talk about.
I know what you about to say,
you know what we want to talk about.
I know what you about to say.
Now, as far as that particular episode, were you ever planning to revisit that, and why did that particular episode go south? And if y'all don't know about that episode, it was supposed to be an episode that was being a little more political than he usually is.
Hey, no, that's a fact. For the people who don't know, the episode was about being black in America. It never came out, nowhere ever come out. For reasons that's probably pretty obvious.
Can I say the reason?
Yeah.
Or do you want to say the reason?
Do your thing, man.
No shot at anyone on there because again,
nobody even knows who was on there because it never came out.
And also having a conversation about the nuances of racism in the United States. If someone's coming from a perspective that's not informed, it can come off very coonish, no matter how good the intentions are. I just feel it wasn't the people equipped for the conversation you were trying to have.
Not at all,
and
honestly.
Do you feel that even if they weren't equipped, was there any way to salvage that situation, or is it just dead in the water?
We had, all right, for people who don't know, we had a regular panel like we always do. Asked a few questions. I'm not going to really get into the responses, but it became very clear, very, very quickly, this was not going to be it. So we cut the camera. I let everybody know, hey, we're not doing this. I'm going to call some other people, and we're going to try it again with them. Y'all are welcome to stay if y'all want to watch. If y'all don't, I can respect that. I'm going to bring some more people. So we get some more people here, and it was equally as bad, and that's when you just got to accept
Oh, nigga, you tried twice?
Yeah, no, we brought a whole new panel that same night. Shout out to people who came, bro. They know what I'm talking about. We literally switched the panel, bro. And it was equally as bad. And that's what sometimes, as a content creator, you just got to accept this ain't it tonight, bro. It's, hey, bro, we not putting this out. Y'all go ahead. I'm not gonna waste no more of y'all time, man.
Before anyone feels away, these conversations aren't easy to have.
It is for me as far as because I'm big on I respect people's time, and once I realize I'm now wasting your time, I'm gonna be 100 with business come first. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna waste no more of y'all time. Cut that camera. I'm not putting this out. Everybody, let me know when you make it home.
No, not in that aspect. I'm saying like those conversations are hard to have in terms of what you were trying to have because you can't call anybody for that.
Facts.
It's like with politics and social, economic politics and issues with race and history of racism. It's real easy to just get a nigga off the street and you be like, yo, what's wrong with black community? What we need to do? Stop shooting each other. It's like that sounds good to somebody until somebody who knows better.
Yeah, with those type of arguments, like you can't argue the general answer. Like, what should we do? Why should we? How do we stop black on black crime? Stop shooting each other, of course. But we need to get deeper. Why are they shooting each other? Like, what is going on? Like, there's reasons behind this. Obviously, the simple answer nobody can argue with is obviously when they stop shooting each other. Then yeah, that stops black on black crime. But they're not just randomly walking up
and shooting each other.
Yeah,
bro.
There's reasons behind this that you would have to really take and be serious about.
I'll give it up, bro. Anytime I hear the term black on black crime, I get angry because again, when white people shoot each other in trailer parks, we don't call it white on white crime. We just call it murder. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit sounds like a logical argument till you look at white crime statistics and realize they kill each other at 90% too.
Yeah.
So now what?
Most, people don't realize black on black, white on white, all these are crimes of proximity. You're usually around, let's be real, that's what it's set up for. Trailer parks are usually white people. I'm not saying all of them. Black people are usually in a certain area.
Trailer parks is for white people, barrios is for Hispanics, and projects is for niggas. And when you put poor people in an area and they kill each other, you don't say the race is inherently violent. Because look at the area they live in. Ain't no food, ain't no supermarket, the houses are small, there's barely money, but there's drugs everywhere and guns.
What do you think is going to happen?
And then when you rob a nigga, you're not going to the other side of town to rob a nigga. You robbing a nigga down the street from you. Who got the gas to go to the other side of town and rob a nigga? That's why you're robbing the nigga.
If I had the gas to go across town to rob you, I probably don't need to go across town to rob you.
If I had the gas to go across town to rob you, I'll go get a job, my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so when people have these arguments, that's why. So I'm not knocking the guys you had come on here because they're not easy to have because a lot of the time what we're taught about racism is like a skewed truth.
That's facts.
So I did want to know, do you avoid strong political topics in general? Or is it just the fact you're not really political, so you don't really open the door to those more political heavy conversations?
My thing is, one, I'm not that political. So again, my answer that's consistent, I don't care, honestly. And I don't care about your views, usually. And then, especially with my audience, I don't want to open a door and have people start answering not from logic or not from research. Because it's unfair for me on my podcast, for those who have never came here, I don't tell people the questions ahead of time. So it's unfair of me when we start talking about things, and that's why the episode that went bad. I mean, maybe that was unfair of me too, to start asking more deeper questions, especially about politics, things like that, religion.
That you never usually ask.
That I don't usually ask, and then it's not like people had a chance to really go do their research and have an informed answer. You're on the spot, now you're starting to talk, and nothing ever good happens when you just start talking about stuff you weren't prepared to talk about. So that's why I leave it alone just out of respect. If I was going to have that conversation, I would need to have the questions out to people ahead of time so they can do their research and have informed decisions.
What do you have planned for the platform going forward, man? What are the plans you got going for Talk to Be Nice, man? What are we going to ascend to, my nigga?
Hey, the goal, the more interviews, more skits. I want to get into skits. My ultimate goal, though, and people, if you haven't seen what I'm doing, I'm kind of setting it up. My goal is to end up off the camera and have Talk to Me Nice still produce these type of numbers without me anywhere in the videos. Right now, I understand my face adds to the viewership. People are gonna click on it because they know and trust me. My goal, which is what I've been doing now with my content creation classes, I'm bringing people in to do interviews. Shout out Kiana, you know, she just did an interview or whatever.
Oh,
She's done 2 now. And we had a 3rd one coming, and I want more people like her to start coming in and doing these interviews, and people start seeing that they can trust whoever's sitting on that side. It doesn't have to be me, because the more people I can put there, let's keep it transparent. I charge for interviews. So business-wise, instead of just me doing interviews, if I could have 4 or 5 people doing it, do the math. It speaks for himself. But now on the other end,
it's less workload on you.
Yeah, on the more artistry end of it, it's more talented people who can do this than just me, because I'm not even the originator. The originator's sitting right here. He the one showed me the game. I learned the game. Now I'm able to pass it down to other people. So,
man, the game I showed, dog, was for the level I was at, nigga. You transcended that as soon as you started.
But even then, and again, don't shortchange yourself because you're killing it. But even then, that's what it's supposed to do. You teach people what they know. They mix in what you taught them with what they learn on their own, and you pass that along. So instead of just knowing what you know.
Oh, yeah, bro. Like, man, when you told me about the podcast, my nigga, it was one of those too. Like, we already knew what it was going to be.
Yeah.
We you know, the vision was already there. It was just like, you know, any way I could help at that point. That's how I saw it.
Like you the OG. So now people are learning not only what you know, but they learning what I know too, because I learned from you. Now I'm telling them. So now they're going to add their own twist to it.
Exactly.
And then they're going to pass it along to somebody else. So now that's generations of podcasts is basically, I mean, same generation, but same type of thing.
Nigga, you got 4 or 5 people who are learning how to do it. And that's actually a dope thing, because you're actually in the process of building people within the platform that can actually have their own voices. Like, these people who are coming up to do interviews, they may have a voice to do interviews in a certain way that the other 4 people don't. Or they may be able to talk to a particular artist.
And that's the thing. I tell everybody who's sitting down and learning this content creation, I be like, yo, people don't want to sit down and watch you try to be me. They want to see you do you. Don't try to, like, don't get me wrong, you know, I teach the format and they can fine tune it or do what works for them. But of course you give people a baseline until they learn what works for them.
Right.
But that's the goal. I mean, the major goal, like I said, is for me. If I had it my way, I would never be in any video. I would never be in any cipher. For those who think I like being in the ciphers, I don't even like being in the ciphers. Most of the time, they're not even planned for me to be in. It just so happens because of numbers and things like that. But my goal is to not be in anything. I want to basically be the guy behind the platform who you don't never see.
And I can attest to that, because the last 2 ciphers he tried not to be in.
Yeah, like and the next one, again, I don't want to be in. Hopefully, like
technically, I couldn't come to the last one, so you jumped in.
Yeah, I'm glad people be thinking I be lying, bro. I don't be planning to be in these things, bro.
He wrote his shit to be in that thing a day before the fucking cipher. He wasn't trying to be in it.
I was not, and even did, because like, for people who don't know the last cipher, I didn't want to be in it, but at all. Like I asked him and Aaron, Alu, excuse me, the rappers, I got them to be in it, and I had a certain level of confidence that with them guys there, I was cool. But I ended up he couldn't make it, so I was like, well, shit, man, I guess I got to. And then too, I kind of made a deal with both of them. You were gonna let me out the deal, which I appreciate. Aaron was not going for it though. About, man, we ain't rapped together in forever, bro. You said you was gonna be in it, now you not gonna be in it.
That was the same for me. It's just I couldn't come, so I'm like, damn, I ain't gonna tell my man he gotta do anything, and I ain't hold my end, so fuck it.
Nah, but that's why. But nah, for people who, I'm glad people understand that I don't be really.
He don't be trying to do that shit, y'all. Like he's not.
Cause it just sounds too fulfilling. We be like, oh, I don't want to do it. Here I go again.
I mean, we gonna keep it a being, man. A lot of times, man, you be going in there and be punching niggas' lights out, and it's just one of those two. Like for the niggas who not really used to that format. Like again, we're old school rap fans.
Facts.
Where that cipher meant everything. When you walked in that cipher, nigga, you had 16 in the chamber that can kill any nigga here.
I don't care what y'all put on.
That's the era we came from. So you don't put him in a cipher and be like, oh, yo, bro, he's not good. Probably is, bro. That's just the environment we grew up in, bro. Niggas used to take mics from niggas, bro.
We comfortable. At least take your mic, bro. You're not rapping no
niggas
more.
used to take mics, bro. Like when we niggas used to battle and be mad because they got their ass whooped that thoroughly. So this is just what he do. So when he be trying not to be in it be to spare niggas. And I just want to say that as the final point. When are we going to see you get back in the stew and do more music. Cause I know you don't give a fuck about doing no music, but I'm a fan, my nigga.
Hey man, I've been trying to write. My thing is too, like I said it. I think shout out Drip Goo. I said it sitting down with Goo about my second tape because the first tape made Apple Music. Man, it went crazy, and I'm not gonna front, bro. That money made me want to do a second one. I'm gonna keep it on record, bro. The money completely made me want to do a second one, and not to mention that was around the time I jumped back into battle rap, so I was getting a lot of attention, bro. So I was like, yo, I'm liking this. I'm about to go ahead while strike while the iron's hot. And I don't like the second tape at all. Objectively, it was nowhere near the first one. So my main thing was I wasn't even in a rap mood for the second one. Now don't get me wrong, second one still did all right, man. We sold out on Amazon Music, so we still got a nice, not as good as the first check, but we got a nice little check.
Made the money back.
Yeah, we made it back. I gave that money, and ironically, I don't know why I cared about the money because on both tapes I gave the money to charity. Like we did giveaways with the money, but hey, it allowed us to do more. So I was like,
yeah, shit, nigga, it was free money to do that.
Yeah, it was free money. But like my main thing was I don't like the second one because it was rushed, and I knew I wasn't locked in. Like the first one, like you said, I was gone 10 years. I was going through every move, so like you can hear it.
And you were writing those. The first one, because he was writing those songs throughout those 10 years.
Yeah, like those were like, so, track 1 might have been from 9 years ago. Track 2 might have been wrote 4 years ago.
Your first tape was super personal.
Yeah.
It was super you. Like that was Ray. Like, if you grew up on Ray, he was a Joe Budden, and like he was a boom bap nigga.
Facts.
So that was hardcore the first tape. Then the second tape, it was more contemporary.
Yeah. Now the second tape was ignorant, bro. I was doing songs I don't even do. Like I had a couple of rapping songs in there, but other than that,
you was like, I remember we were talking about it. You was trying to, I could do this, I could do that. Like you were kind of like testing the waters of doing shit to see if you could do these things. And you did them. I mean, I don't think it's a bad tape. I like your first one better.
It was competent.
It was you, but it was like you trying contemporary things.
Like when you rap to a certain level, you're never gonna be extremely bad, but you were not as good as you could have been.
No.
What he said? Got an edit point.
He's fine. It's just like, are you done the interview? No.
You be the one with Curly still talking on? Hey, but no. Oh, this is edit. Oh, let me go. All right, what's up?
Edit that shit out, man. I don't know. Fuck. I got kids, my nigga. I can't. I'm sorry. But all right. What the fuck are we talking about?
The tape.
Oh yeah. There you go. There you go. So yeah, I do feel like just with the second tape that you were just trying to be a little more contemporary with that one. But at the end of the day, you did a third one, didn't you?
Nah, the third one is what I've been selling to people now for about 2 years that we still haven't dropped. But that's because I got a couple of songs.
That means it's 7 more years.
Hey, it might be. Nah, for real, I'm working on it, but my goal is I want the third one to reflect more like the first one than the second one. But I'm gonna keep it real, bro. Like the first one was built off of pain, bro. Life was bad, bro. Like that, and them songs, if you listen to them, like Jaded, Moment for Me, a lot of those songs, bro, was
from
like
dark places.
Yeah, they were from dark places. Like even the song that made the whole tape, Lies. Bro, if you really listen to that song, bro, calls to your phone, you ain't answering, you ain't home, baby girl, what's wrong? Please just talk to me, boo. Stop lying. I know that shit ain't true. I know you better than you. Bro, that is conflict. That is domestic arguments. Like, and I'm not like life. Don't get me wrong, man. Everything ain't peaches and cream, but life is good, bro. I ain't got nothing to talk about.
Yeah, when you're in a better space, it does make it a bit harder to get back to that old hunger. Cause we was young, hungry, kind of desperate. Yeah, that rapid fire, it's a different energy. Yeah. And you gotta try to find that again when you're in a peaceful space.
But now don't get me wrong, I got my everyday trials and tribulations like anybody else, but I don't have enough really to put out a tape.
See, I can't even talk the way I want to either, man, because I know you got a respectable platform.
Hey, you definitely gonna get me in trouble for this, man.
Yeah. Nerd Rap Podcast invaded, man. You know what I mean?
Hey,
my fault.
Facts, man. We got to name this one Talk to Me Spicy, man. I don't know. Say, man. I don't know what we're going to do with this one. This was fire, though, for the people. I think people will learn a little bit. Man, this is dope. This is a 100 episode, man. Hopefully we got 100 more, man.
It's a 100 episode, man. We kept it 100, that's all.
Kept it 100 keeping it 100 for 100, man.
We kept it 100 for 100, man. That's all we did. We had to keep it 100, man. And listen, but at the end of the day, bro, you built an incredible platform. Like, you built something that is serving your community, my nigga. So any way that I can help or just be a part of it, I'm honored.
Hey.
Salute for you having me come over to interview you, man. You feel me? You know, and yeah, man, any other time, bro. Like, you know, bloodline, bro. I don't go. This shit I can't even ask you on this camera, dog. But like, you know, I did want to challenge you for me. So
that's a fact, man. Shout out you, of course, the OG podcast is doing this well before I was doing it. Battle rapper of the family, been cooking, got hella videos out of Death Dealer. Undefeated. I don't care. We already said that's your man. Just say so. Don't waste your time. Don't waste my time. Just keep it moving if you don't agree. Man, just shout out to people who helped with these 100 episodes, man. It's a lot of people.
Every guest that's been on that's helped my cousin build this platform.
Every business that's came to this point and every business that's coming soon, man. Shout out to all of you all. Can't wait to work with you, man. And like you said, yeah, man, we got more work to do, man.